Okay, let's get into it. All right, so yesterday after the stream, this was bothering me, this corner. So I came back and I did it manually and extended it just a little bit. Practiced the technique and kind of got a little bit further. So we did a little bit off stream, but I like the result better. Anyway, for today, I think we're going to curve around like that and do like a big loop over in that direction, I think. So I think I want a curve that goes there and then comes back and around for this one. We can get like maybe these 6 into that loop, something like that. So I want to go just a small curve here. I think we might go out a little bit and then go like along that direction. That's the plan anyway for today to get started. There's a lot left to do. So if I take a look at my pipe blueprints, that's the short arc, the tiny arc. That's the 20. There's the 10. What does that look like? So if we kind of slap that on one end, let's see what that looks like. Let's get the 10 arc out. Now I don't seem to be able to get it to go exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly right here. And we're going to have the same encroaching problem. So this isn't the one. Let's see what else we've got. A 15. Yeah, none of these are quite right. So I think I'm going to have to do it manually. In the places where I can use the blueprints, obviously I will, but for a lot of this, because of the way the clipping works, I'm not going to be able to. So you can soft clip with individual buildables, but the blueprints, it seems like it's too big for a lot of them, and it doesn't really work. So you just kind of got to do it one at a time. Let's see. So you would not be tall enough. Let's keep going up. Is that the right height? No. Okay. Maybe one more? Yeah, one more should do it. All right. So I think we come out to about, let's say, 1, 2, like that. And then we start curving a little bit. Yeah, then we start curving to the left, or is that too far out? I think that's too far out. So let's see. I think we come back by 1. Put a half here. And then actually we can delete these now. Let's go like that. Then do one more. Actually, we don't need that one, I don't think. Wait, how did I do this? Yeah, we do need, no, we don't. Or do we? We might. Okay, so if we do it like this, and then put this 1, 2, I think that'll work in terms of the length to begin, the position to begin the curve. Yeah, so then we curve that way. So it'll come out and it'll be like this. Maybe not. Maybe we go straight from where, maybe we go from even further back. Maybe where it was. kind of want it to be just a little tiny bit. Yeah, maybe this works. Okay. Let's do it like this. So we'll have it come to here. 1, 2. No. Okay. So we'll start the curve here, I think, because that's pretty close to where I would have it, right there. So it'll just be a little bit longer on this first part of the curve. And we'll do something pretty gentle here. I think we'll just use yeah, we'll just use the catwalk method. We'll do a quick 10-degree curve here, I think. Why is it let's see. I want it to let me get, there we go. Okay. So we'll just do like that. Let's see what this looks like if we plan it out. It'll be along this edge. So the pipe will be coming this way. And I think just like that is enough. Do I need one more? That'd be going right over the top of that one and kind of in line with that one. So that would be good. Okay. So now we'll just grab the half foundations like this. And then we'll put down our pipe supports right in the middle of each of these. And this should give us the curve that we want. We want this on noodle. And then from here, we can just go straight. Or, well, we can go like this maybe. You know what? Maybe that is too far. Now that I put this in place, that's one too many. So let's get rid of these. And instead, go like this with this one. Yeah, we'll come all the way over here, and then we'll do another curve around. Maybe we'll start the curve here. Let's bring the pipe this far. Don't need those anymore. Got a little bit of a curve here, and then we come over here. Plop this down right around here, I think. And bring the pipe over. So how's that going to look? So then we have it curve around there and then come back. Yeah, I think that's good. Now for this one, are you far enough out that we can use a blueprint here? Let's see. The 15 degree would be not enough, so we probably want the 20 degree. Something like this. Let's see. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay. Can we get you to snuggle in here just like this? Somewhere? We can get you there. Now, how close to on the level is that? So I think what we do is we pull the pipe out to... Hang on, let's do it this way. We'll bring this out by 2, I think. And then we'll see if we can attach it. So I think we come out to like maybe here. And throw some of these down and see if we can attach these up. Let me put the 20. Let me keybind this. Q. Let's put you on 6. And let's go ahead and in the builder grab the support. Let's put that on 8 for now. So if we bring this out into here, we can kind of... Okay, we've gone, I think, a little bit too far now. So let's try that again. Let's move this a little closer. Maybe like just there. And then bring this out. Okay, so we're almost there. So right there we can do it, but it's 1 too high. Okay. So we just need this one with 1 below it for to aim at from that location. So I'm going to try not to move too much in space. And if I go back up and try and place this, we can place it like that. Okay. So now we can get rid of this. And it's really close, but off by just a little bit. Let's see. Do I want to try to... I think I do want to... I don't know if I want to... I want this to be straight. I wonder if there's a way to move this just a teeny tiny skosh to the right. Maybe the way I built it was wrong. Let's see. If I come like this and then place this here and then down by 1. Maybe the alignment's just a little bit. Sometimes with these foundations, there's like, depending on the rotation, there's little differences in changes in, oops, let's not do that. In like how they end up on the snap point, or like exactly where the snap point is. See if I can get this a little bit closer to exact. So we go like that. No, it's still just a little bit in. So how can I adjust that? I suppose I do something with one of these guys. Let's bring you out, right? And then, no, because I'm going to want to place a wall. So I'll put you here, and I'll grab a wall, right? And we'll move this ever so slightly. Oh no, it's not, that's not right. Something with a pillar then. You can slide along the pillars, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's do that. And then here, yeah, we can slide it ever so slightly to the right. It was pretty close. I think something like that should work. So then we grab a wall. Oh, it's centered. Right. It's not left or right. All right, so I need to redo this. So we go like that. We center this, and then we move it ever so slightly to the right. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Just a little bit off center. I'm not sure. That might be too much. But we can always do this again. All right, so there's our new point to the right. And if we pop this in here and bring it down, now we should be able to plop our blueprint on there and get it to line up maybe just more exactly. So something like that. That looks almost perfect. Now this is like a millimeter to the right of where it should be. So we could repeat that and try and get it like absolutely dead center, which I think I will do. Okay, so one more time. We'll put down some pillars. And then we'll use a road barrier. Now we want this to be ever so slightly off-center. So I have no good way to measure that exactly. Let me drop down out of the sky here. So that's centered right there. Let's use that as a guide. So if we pop this up on top in the middle, and then move just a skosh to the right like that, and then repeat the process, we should be able to now get another foundation in exactly the right spot, or close. Very, very close anyway. Okay, let's try that one more time. So we're gonna kind of go like this. And that now is about as, it could still be like a centimeter more to the left. I was very, very gentle in placing that. So we'll go do this, we'll try it again. I want to get it like right dead on so that this is a perfectly straight line. And I'm very close. I feel like I can get there. Okay, so right, that's center. So just a teeny tiny bit to the left. Maybe one more pixel. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Slap that down, delete this, grab this, come down below. All right. And then, like that. Let's see. Yeah, we went too far by just the tiniest amount. Precision work, my friends, precision work. It's all worth it in the end with the payoff. Okay, centered. Let's see. I can't tell if I place that. Yeah, that's just a teeny tiny bit to the right, I think. Got ya. No worries. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I slept in this morning, so the stream's starting a couple hours late, or later than usual. But glad to have you. All right, let's see about this. All right, I think that's as close as I can get it. I don't think I could do better than that. And it's a long pipe, so hopefully it's not really noticeable. Too long. All right, let's go halfway. Let's go like this. And then over to there. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty good. Okay, now then, we're going to keep that piece for height and positioning. But we'll delete these. Come over here and delete these. Okay, So we want a connection here to go down to that guy. So let's put this on. I think we'll do it straight vertical, and then just have, and then we'll just have a, can I somehow get this exactly where I want it? Just have a horizontal to vertical from down there to connect up. I think we'll do like that. So these kind of go away. And then we pipe this from there down to there. Now we need this to be, I want horizontal to vertical for this. Yeah, just like that. There we go. We can delete this piece. Okay, that looks good. So that one's connected up. Then we do the same thing here for this one. I want this as close to exact as possible. Something like that, I think. Where is the front? Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we've got one over here. Now this one's tricky because these pipe segments aren't great for, you can't build the junctions directly on them. They're too, the curve is too sharp. So what we're going to need to do is rebuild this, I think, this one segment. Something like that, and then just connect it up in Noodle. No, we need to go with the full. This is going to like jank the curve a little bit, but I don't think there's any way around it for this. Let's see what looks best. Yeah, it janks the curve a little bit, but ugh, gross. At least it's kind of like at the epicenter of the curve. Let me see what that looks like from further away. Yeah, I'm not super happy about that. Maybe I can, let's see. If I place one piece of, if I place one pipe support here, if I can get it in the right angle, I could make it a little bit better. So I can't get quite the right angle there. So what I can do, though, is like tweak it a little bit like this, and then come down by one. And try that. So that's kind of closer. We want it a little bit more to the right. So like, kind of like that. That's 5-degree change. Yeah, something like that. And then if we, now it's off by just a skosh in terms of like forward backwards. Let's try this. I don't think that's going to look right. No, it's too far forward. And then the next one would be too far back. So we may need to repeat that procedure to get this a little bit to the right of where it is, or a little bit to the left of where it is. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better. Go like that, and then we pop this kind of a little bit like that. Just a little bit to the left. You know that. Grab a wall. Oh, you can actually build below it. That's kind of helpful. And then go like that and come down by one, I think. All right, so now we can try to place this more kind of in the location of the arc where I think it should be. Yeah, something more like this I think is good. And then we'll get a little bit of a better curve. Oh no, we won't. Oh, is it too? It's too low. Let's try that one higher. So you're basically powering the turbofuel plants. Yes, that's correct. That's what I'm trying to do. How does that look? That's kind of worse, almost. So it's sort of, it's too, I don't know if this is worth doing now, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it to be better than this. Let me see if there's one of the build modes makes it look better. I guess that's kind of better, actually. Horizontal and vertical. I guess that's sort of the best I'm going to get, given what I did to destroy the curve there. I had to do this to get the... I don't know why it has the thing in the middle. Maybe it makes more sense to have like a straight section here, just one straight section, and then resume the curve. Because I can custom build that, and we can pop... Yeah, and then we can pop the... All right, so if we get rid of all of this, then... So we have like just a straight section here to connect this up to. Just a small one. And then we resume the curve. I think that would work. So I need to get this kind of aligned straightish. There we go, like that. And then we pop this down like so. It just needs to be long enough to support. And this is a little bit too far forward. It's not centered, so we will move it a little bit. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, I think I've got a plan now to make this look decent. 7. And let's have you, so we can kind of center you right on the pipe, I think. And the hovering makes it a little challenging. I think something like that should work. Let's grab a wall. You go on the left. There we go. And now, are you too high? You're probably too high, right? Yeah, okay. So we got to come down by 1. Where is it? It's 8 that I have this on? All right, so now if I come over here, that's almost perfectly centered. All right. So we'll go like this. We'll grab a straight section here. We should be able to place a... Yeah. Should be able to place a cross junction right like that. Okay. So the connection's going to be to there. And then on the other side now, we can start building. So that's, yeah, we can start building the curve back, and we can do it with the crosswalk method, I think. I think we get rid of you, and then we can start doing the crosswalk method. So what did I have bound on here? What is this? 20 degrees. All right, so 2 clicks here, or is it 3? 1, that's 10, right? So that's 20. Uh, it's not letting me rotate it here. What's the hardest part about this powering? Just making it all look the way I want. It's just a lot of kind of work to make everything look nice. Like building a turbo-fueled power plant is pretty easy. It's all of the detail work to get things looking nice that is challenging. Why is this suddenly giving me a hard time with this? Is it because it's inside? Oh, there we go. Weird. 1, 2. And then we want to keep going until... I think that's where we want to go to. Is it? I want to be parallel with that for part of the journey. It's going to go right through that though, so we might have to do a little loop jank there. That looks basically correct in terms of the curve. So this is going to come this way. Or maybe I should have it be like a hairpin. Maybe I should have it go right along that line and connect to those. So we go a little bit further. One more? Yeah, we'll do one more. So it'll be like a little bit of a hairpin. And then we'll connect it up on the far side at some point. Okay, so with this, we no longer need you. We got to connect you guys up. So let's get a pipe from the bottom here down to there. Horizontal and vertical, very nice. Okay. And then let's get some halves out. Foundations. Here we go. I don't think I can't place this on there. Oh, I can place it on there directly, so I don't even need these halves. Okay. Well, that makes things easier. All right, so we're just going to go like this. Okay. Then we get our noodle out. Okay, looks good. I hope that's actually connected there. I guess I'll find out eventually. Okay. And then we just do... That last one might have been a little bit too much, actually. I shouldn't have deleted all of them. I shouldn't have deleted all of the catwalks. Can I put you underneath this? No, it won't let me do that. Okay. All right, well. There can be a little bit of an angle here, I think. Let's come over here and clean this up. Okay, so then this one will curve around here and then connect back up. Yeah, that's the plan, I think. So let's get this up to the right location. Is that it? No, that's not high enough. One more should do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it seems like, since very few people are here, it seems like that time that I normally stream is when a lot of the people who have been coming are able to come. So I did sleep in about 2 hours late, so pretty much through the time I normally stream. I guess that's why, you know, when people are talking about building a channel, they say that it's so important to keep a schedule. And I mean, it makes sense, right? If people can anticipate when you're going to be streaming, they can kind of plan their morning or their afternoon or their night around it. And if you don't keep a schedule, it's harder for them to connect up. Let's take this all the way over here. got the height and the kind of general direction. I want to get... so we want this to end up kind of... We want kind of a straight shot from there over to here-ish, I think, and then start building a curve. So I think if we go to here, that's the wrong hotkey. Let's see. So I think we can work from, let's see, right along like that, maybe. So we don't really need these. Although, given how long it is, actually, we probably do. So I sort of want to set up a straight... Yeah, you know what? I do kind of want to get over there with this height. And then set up like a straight shot of these guys angled in the right direction. So if we come over here like this... Okay, that's the piece I need. Leave that for now. And then what we want is something that is more like this. Yeah? Now it's probably slightly too far to the right. If I try to pop that down, yeah. Okay. Is that the right height? No, that's too high. Yeah, okay. So we want to move this over and down one. Let's pop this kind of on the right height first to start. And then we want to try to use that trick to move this over a little bit. What happened there? There we go. And we pop this over here, and we want to move it just a little bit. It's too far to the right, so move it a little bit left like this, but not so far left that we go a full meter. I think that's a good starting point. Kind of experiment around with that, see what we get. Let's grab a wall and a foundation. That looks pretty sharp, actually, pretty close to perfect. If we pop this down, oh, are we too high? Yeah, we're one too high. But if we, okay, so now we go like that, and get rid of the wall. Now if we pop this down, it should be pretty close to a straight shot. Yeah, that looks good to me. So we're going to come along that line over there. Actually, I wanted it on a slightly different angle, didn't I? Yeah. So this is close to perfect. We're actually going to move it 5 degrees to the right like that. And then come down by 1. Okay, so we'll build from this over in this direction. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll figure out how to come around over here. We'll probably go to about there and then start curving. And connecting these up is going to be tough. We probably do the loop. Yeah, we'll have to just do it and see, I think. All right, so let's place our first piece. Let's get the angle nice and sharp. Let's place our first piece here. And then come straight along here like this. And then I think we come out to, and let's get rid of these. And then we're going to come out to 2 meters from this corner. 1, 2, like that. And that'll let us start building the curve. And I think this is, yeah, okay. So this is not quite, this is not parallel at all, which is sort of fine. But we'll have an interesting curved shape that looks good, I think. All right, let's start connecting things up. All right, let me see what this is going to look like from a little bit of distance. Literally watching you live on Nintendo Switch, but commenting on the phone. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's going to look cool, I think. That one's going to work out pretty well. All right, so now we got to finish up this curve. I think for this, we do a... Now we kind of want to do this. We want to do this from the outside, right? Or can we do it from the inside? No, we can do it from the inside. It'll be a different curve, but it'll work. Is that going to be sharp enough? It's doing that thing again. That's not, I don't think, going to be sharp enough. It's not going to get there in time. Okay, so we need something a little bit sharper than this. So that was what? 2? I guess we do 3? And that would be too many. So then we just connect it directly to that. Okay, let's try this. So I'll do like that. And like this. And then we're in noodle. Good. I think we delete that last piece and go direct. Could I put... Maybe I could get one more, like if I go like that and then no, that wouldn't work. We'll just connect it up. It's kind of an interesting shape. It's got some nice curve to it. This is a little bit sharp on the sharp side, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that if I want to get this connected up. Let's grab a few more of these, like that. Is there one over there? Yep. Then we have this one and that one and that one. Okay. All right, there's our next loop completed. Do we have a height difference here? Oh gosh, I hope not. No, it just looks like it from the sky because the perspective's a little weird. Okay. Next up, we can connect these guys. Excuse me. This should be horizontal and vertical. Very nice. Come over here and do this one. Like that. Okay. And I think, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 6 connections on this loop. Let's go back and take a look. It's starting to come together. It's starting to look kind of interesting. I like the loops at the edges. And from a distance, kind of there's a little bit of jank on that one, but from the distance, it doesn't look too bad. We do need to close up that one over there. And then we're going to need like a big loop, probably that goes around the outside. Maybe? Let's see. To get these ones in the front, I think we're going to need a big loop around the outside of the island to get all these ones down here. Yeah, we'll need at least one that goes around for these three. 1, 2, 3. We'll need something that goes like that. Maybe then it'll go backwards and hit. Maybe it'll just go for. Maybe we'll just build one around these three, a lower one that kind of weaves its way through. Maybe I'll work on that one next. So if I'm just doing these three, we can have one pipe that comes around here, then loops back around and closes the circle, right? Because we don't need anything else. That one, that one, that one are done. This one's done. So the tricky part is going to be looping the pipe back through, because it'll have to probably go through those girders, if nothing else. So if we do these three in a big loop, then I think we start with this one and just extend it left along its current line, and then go a tight loop back around, weave through there, and then come over to that side. Although this one is higher, actually, so we would probably have to start with this one. Yeah, we have to start with this one. Okay. So, let's see. We need it to be angled kind of that way. So this, we're starting the loop, we can kind of do whatever we want. So let's angle it the way we want, which is kind of like that, right? That looks good. So this will be the start of our loop here, right along the edges. And then we'll have a junction here that this will connect to that one. Actually, I think maybe that's a little too much out. Maybe we'll go one more in. So like that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And let's give one more along the path. And then we want to come down by one, or... I think we'll leave a little bit of height on this. Well, actually, the supports give it more height. So yeah, we'll come down by one. Okay, so we're going to go like that and that. Here's the start of our new loop. All right. So let me grab some pipe from somewhere. There we go. There we go. All right, so that's the start of our new loop around the outside here. And we're going to just keep going out until we're over that one. And then we'll do a gentle curve to the right. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so once we get past here, we can start worrying about the curves. Let's grab this and come like this. That's going to be fine for those two. So we just want to gently curve on that one. Let's use some catwalks here. If I come down like this. Now we kind of want it to be centered. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that. And then we'll just do one click to the right until we're on a new path that works for this first iteration. So just go like that. And then like that. And then I don't think we need one more. No, now we just continue along that path until we have a junction support available there. Okay, so gentle curves are going to work. So we really only needed two. And then we come out past here like this, and then we start again once we've got everything hooked up over here. That should be enough room for a junction. Yeah, that should be fine. So now we continue curving around. Now we could maybe come back far enough to get this one. So add him in and then have that pipe kind of go underneath, maybe? Or curve in such a way that it kind of like pinches back in. Because it's a lower elevation, but I don't think it's low enough to avoid clipping through the machinery. Let's put this in Noodle for building the curve. Okay, so this line is gonna, this line's gonna come around here gently so that we can hook up this one, and then it's gonna continue inwards. So we're gonna see if this is gonna work with the catwalks. If we just do one, now this is 10 degrees. This might be too much. This might be too steep, I'm not sure. Sometimes this works and sometimes I don't quite follow when and how it works. Okay, so 10 degrees is not sharp enough, it looks like. We need something sharper. So let's do 20, 1, 2, see how that plays out. That's better, but too much is too much. So what do we need? We need like a 15 that we can't get. Maybe I have wait a minute, I have a blueprint for 15, I think. Blueprint for 15 is... That's the short, tiny... Here we go. This one, I think, is what we're looking for. Yeah. So I am going to need something to put this on. Is this the... That's the 20. Let me grab the 15 and bind it real quick. So why is it... Yeah, something like that should work for the first half. And then I guess we do like a much tighter curve for the second. Let's try that and see what it looks like. Why does that look wrong? Okay, it's 1 meter too high. So we need to come down by one with the placement. Let's see if that's sufficient. All right, so we pop you like this. Something like that. And then over here, we try and sharpen the curve so it's more like almost like a whirly, like a spiral or something. I'm not sure how to make this work. I guess this is 1 meter over-ish. So if we go like that and pop you on the side, it's kind of in the middle-ish. Not sure I can build on the side of this like that. No, I can't. Let's just kind of fake it, I think. So what I need to do now is, actually, that's good. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So I'll pop that down, and now we can just kind of fake it like this. So if this was sort of in the middle, then moving forward we can just be... All right, so we'll go 1, 2, 20, 20, 20. There we go. That's kind of what we need, right? And we come like this. And then we have a straight section. brief straight section to get connected up there. How far do I need to go? Yeah, this should be just about right. Then we do more of a sharp curve. Okay, all right, this is starting to come together. That's starting to look pretty decent. Okay. Now we keep going with a nice sharp curve here. So 1, 2. And that way we clip past. We just avoid that. And then as long as we bring it back around, what else would we connect it to? I guess we just come around here and reconnect it up there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This looks good. So right in the middle, like that. And then we can just go straight for a bit. And then from there, start curving back the other way. Right? Because we need to kind of like curve around here and thread this needle. We need to come around here and then connect up with finish the loop. You're so much better than every YouTuber combined. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the compliment, surely. I'm just doing what I can do, you know? Doing my best. Trying to both design, build, and talk through my ideas at the same time, which isn't exactly easy. All right, so here we need a pretty sharp curve. So this is 1, 2, 3. Let's go like that. No, it'll be too angly if I do that. We don't actually need to because we're on the inside of this. Okay, so maybe we'll just do 1, 2, and then 1, 2 like that. And then are we threading through? No, we're not far enough. We need to go more to the left here. So we're going to curve right around the platform that this is sitting on, it looks like. And what about you? If we go straight like this, yeah, that's kind of what we need. And then come around and close the loop. Okay. So for this, we're going to go straight for a bit. Oh dear. Okay, so that would clip through the building. We need another little bit of turn here somewhere. Probably back here. So just a little probably 1 at 10 degrees is enough to thread the needle, right? No, we need a little bit more than that. No, we need it a little bit earlier than that is what we need. So here should do it, right? That'll be really close. There might be a little bit of clipping here, kind of hidden in the foliage. But that's as close to threading that needle as I can get. So we'll come through at least to here and then start heading to the right. Yeah. So now we'll do, I think, 20 degrees to the right. Let me put it in default mode. Go like that. Come around this tree. Like that. And then we need this curve to start a lot earlier. So let's get the junction that we need set up. So we're going to need a junction right here. Logistics, cross-line junction, like that, right? Yeah. And then probably we start doing our turn here. So let's put a catwalk there. And then we can get rid of this and this. We don't need that anymore. And this starts heading to the right. 20. 20. 20, and all right, so now we're close. We're a little bit too far to the left, so we need to give it a little bit more space, maybe one more before we start the turn. So like that, that, and that. And then, okay, so there's a little bit of jank that we got to figure out. How do we figure this out? So we need to move this one. It looks like about a meter, a little bit like a meter to the left, I think, to get those to line up. So what can I do here? If I come 1 meter to the left like that and then come up, or rather, can I? That's not the way to do it. We'll do it with a foundation, because these things can snap to different points of the foundations like that, right? So then we get rid of this and we put it back, and that's 2 meters. So I need a way to, so if I come from the corner and go up like that, and then build on that, what does that get me? Anything useful? No, that's still aligned. All right, so I do the same thing, but I slide it 1 meter to the left first. So we go from the corner 1 meter left, then we come up, then we build our foundation. Okay, and now we can bring you over like this and down. Delete these and this. And now we can build this here. Now, why is that elevated? Do I need to go down another one? Or attach to the bottom, maybe? Like that? If I connect it, there we go. I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. That's 1 meter to the left. So now I just come forward by 1 and then repeat the curve. And now it should be pretty close to lined up over there. So this was, what? This was a 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's as close as I'm going to get it. So we'll just have a nice little straight section here. All right. Let's tie it all together. Let's see. Now let's come all the way over here. Where were we? Okay, so like this. That's in the middle, yep, okay. 8. I don't need my flashlight on at the moment. Okay, so we do this one. Okay, come out to here for this next chunk of curve. And then we've got a straightaway out threading that needle, hopefully. Pop down these. Curve through the tree. And then a straight section there. And then hopefully everything lines up. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. See what the final product looks like for this. I think this, oh, look at that. Look at how sweet that is. That actually doesn't clip anything at all. That pipe is completely clip-free. That is so tight. That worked out perfectly. So the final proof of the pudding is going to be when we delete all the supports and the walkways. and see what the curve looks like unsupported, but I think that's pretty cool looking. Like, if you're gonna have pipes littered all over your island, at least have them be like dope-ass loops, right? And this illustrates the waterfall principle I was talking about. So, like, we start by pumping all of the fluid in there, and then once those are all filled up, then we have one pipe connecting to this loop, right? And so this loop gets filled up, and then we have another pipe connecting to that loop. So everything flows downwards first, right? All right, so I think this is pretty cool. And let's start, let's clean it up. So hold Control and the thumb button on the mouse, and that should only select supports. Let's go get some more supports along here. And then there we go. That should get rid of all the supports. And now we can clean up the guide building, the scaffolding that we don't need anymore. Like that. And then we can connect up our fuel plants. So we're going to connect you right along like that. Yep. Okay. Oops, I dropped instead of sinking, but that's okay. All right, so for you, we're going to switch back to horizontal to vertical. Connect you up. Looks good. Same for you. Looks good. We already built this one for you. Looks good. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3 done. And then that's right, we have one over here. Looks like I've got some more scaffolding I can get rid of as well. So the catwalk method came in really handy for building these. I wish Jaco had been here for this because he's the one who recommended it to me. But this was much, much faster for getting these quick kind of, I mean, you saw how quickly I was able to build the curves using this method. I mean, it's really effective. I do still like the other method for certain things, but they're both good tools to have in your toolkit. But this one proved super helpful today in building these catwalks and getting these pipe loops set up. I will probably continue to use it. No, not you. For the rest of this build, because it's so quick to get these things built. Now I did have to do some advanced techniques to like lining up the connection, the final connection, and a few of other times I had to kind of like move things 1 meter to the left or 1 meter to the right or whatever, but I feel like most people should be able to do that. Sorry, Gotcha, I've been kind of away from the chat focusing on this for a while. I like how you reply to my every comment, and you have a cute smile on your profile picture. Thank you. And I took that picture in, I don't know, July or August, so it's pretty recent. And you like the Midnight Suns videos too? Great. Well, I really appreciate your enthusiasm. You know, I like having somebody. I mean, it's always nice to get compliments. Everybody likes getting compliments. Anyway, I'm glad you're enjoying all the stuff that I make. That's really cool. Okay, so I feel like there's one more I need to connect up somewhere. This one. Yeah, right. I have to finish this one. All right. Okay. So, we back up a little bit and take a look at how this is coming along. We're starting to see everything come together, right? So we've got loops of pipes kind of like They're not perfect. I could wish that some of the curves were a little bit smoother, but they're pretty good for what they are. We're going to also be painting them all dark green, so they'll blend in a little bit more. But when we're done, we'll have kind of, I think we'll have a pretty cool looking island to do this this power generation, the fuel generation. So we'll have like 2 or 3 more loops in this area. We got to close that loop. Probably 2 more loops here, and 1 more loop back there that does a few more. So it'll kind of be at the end. It'll just kind of look like maybe like almost like a set of roller coasters or something. I don't know. I think it'll look decent, especially when we paint everything green and get rid of the blueprint designer here. So we'll have kind of like halos around all the fuel generators. They'll all be on and puffing steam into the sky like these ones, but at different heights, right? And the whole island will be full. Now, one thing I haven't done yet is the power lines. Yeah, so Guy, I'm definitely going to color these pipes like a dark green, like a forest green, I think. That's my current plan anyway. So like if I go in and grab, let's see, what have we got? The grass. The idea is to color these all like this. So that they kind of, I'll just do this one. So they kind of blend in. See how it kind of matches the color there and kind of hides it a little bit? Or obscures it a little bit? Let's see how this plays out once I actually do this. So even though the turbo fuel is going to be pumping through these, and normally the way I color code pipes is to have them match the color of the contents, so like black for crude oil and blue for water. I think for these pipes, we'll have them be green. You know, let me go ahead and do the other ones that I've sort of finished, the finished loops. Huh. There's a little chunk of pipe there, it looks like. That might be a problem. I might have to see that. I can't get into that. Might have to rebuild this. This one might not flow properly. How long is that section? Yeah, you would have been a problem. Probably would have blocked the flow of liquid, that little section. That's another thing painting is good for. It helps you find those little problem areas sometimes. Okay. So there's those two done, and then this one's done as well, so we can paint this. I'm not going to paint that one because it's not finished. But let's see what this looks like with these all painted the way I had envisioned. From a little bit further back. We'll see if it works the way I hope. Do we have leftover scaffolding here? Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that was my plan for coloring. On the beach, you can color them like sand. I could, I suppose. So already, I think that's a vast improvement over the orange. I actually like having it the green all the way around, even over the beach. It kind of enhances like the foliage. Like most of the foliage is on the right side of the island and kind of back there behind those ones. So having a little bit of like solid green kind of hovering around. So that's kind of this gives you an idea of kind of what the final build will look like. There will be a couple more loops here, but that's kind of going to be it. We're going to also have to do the power lines at some point, which I haven't done yet. That reminds me, where actually do they connect? They're at the back. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do the power lines just yet. I feel like I have two options here. One is to try and hide them as much as possible or get them like really low to the ground. The other is to kind of treat it almost like weeds or spider webs or something and just litter the place with tons of wires all along the ground so that almost everything is covered. I don't know if I want to do that because that would probably obscure a lot of the beach. So I'm not sure what the power lines are going to look like yet. I might experiment with that a little bit. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying about the power, or rather about the sandy color. But I think it's better to just have the solid green pipes all the way around rather than having them change color in different sections. But yeah, that's a big chunk of them done. So you're done, you're done, you're done, right? You're done, you're done, you're done. Are you? Yep, you guys are all done. All right, so like, yeah, everything on the front right of the beach is done. So what do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3. So we've got one over there. That one's pretty high up. So we might do a short loop just for these 3, maybe. I think we do a short loop that just goes like that for those 3. So it'll come around and then loop back and connect up. And it'll be higher up for this guy. Maybe I should start on that pipe. So we'll need like a pretty sharp turn here to come back along this line to hit, what is it? To hit these 2. You know what the other thing I like about the way I did this is actually by putting these like little orange pipe segments in, I can actually see, now that I think about it and look for it, I can see which ones are done and which ones aren't. Because if they have a little orange pipe chunk in front of them, they're not done. Whereas these ones are done. The only exception is over there where I haven't finished that. Gatya has claimed the whole chat. Yeah, it's just you. I think I streamed too late this morning. Sorry. Yeah, I slept in till like 10 because I was up really late. So normally I stream from like 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning till around 10. I try to do 2 hours or 2.5, and then I go get some breakfast. But I slept in this morning. So all the people who normally come to my stream missed it. All right. So we've got the beginnings here. We've got the kind of the plan. We know what we need to do. So now it's just a matter of doing all the work. So I think I'll get started over here. The first thing I'm going to need to do is get a working platform over here. So let's come up like this. I think that's the right height. Is it? No, we need one more.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
So we need this to be, what, 2 meters to the left? So we'll put down one of these, and then we'll plop this like that. Okay, that gives us the edge we need and the height we need.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Maternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Okay. So now we've got something to work with. We're going to start... I'm on the wrong thing. We're going to start here. Let's make sure we can connect that up. So we'll go to there.
Harvest.
I better grab this summer sloop that's lying around here somewhere, or it's going to just keep spamming me with instructions. Where was it? There it is. All right. I'm going to harvest, Ada. You can stop yelling at me now. That's her name, right, Ada?
The contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
I did harvest it. All right, so we want to get over to these two. I think we can do a sharp 20-degree curve here, and that should loop around in just the right way. We'll give it a shot. So let's see. 1, 2, that's 20. Is that going to be sharp enough? That's pretty close to perfect. Do I want one more? No, that's pretty close to, yeah, that's exactly I think that's exactly the length, the direction we want it. Yeah, okay, so let's build that. So we're going around the outside, which means this one's gonna have to like pull out a little bit to get there, but that's okay. And then that one will be pretty much exactly on point. All right, this is good. This is a good start. Okay, now it's not annoying anymore because you collected it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had to collect it. Otherwise, it just would have never shut up. Let's go a little bit further out here. That. Okay. If we come out past there, we should be good in terms of building the junction. And then we just loop this back around. This is a short loop. So for this end, we'll go even tighter. We'll go, no, well, I don't know, maybe. Let's see what 20 looks like. And then if we need to go 30, we can. All right, so that's 1, 2 for 20. It might not be tight enough. It is a lower elevation pipe. Oh, I have to get off of Zoop. That's why it's being annoying. So it would come under this pipe. Maybe this will work. You know what? I think it will. It'll loop under. So there'll be a little tiny bit of overlap here, which is actually kind of interesting. And then that one looks like it's going almost in the right direction. I think we need a slightly less aggressive curve for that last suction. And then we'll get it as close over there as we can and then finish up. All right. Now that I have kind of the technique, I think this is getting faster. Kind of understand how to build these a little bit better now. You know, first I was messing around with blueprints because that's what I know how to do. But it's actually, I think, faster to just custom build them with these catwalks once you know how to do it. Switch back to Zoop and head over like that. Then we need one more bit of curve here. I think. Maybe just like... Yeah, we'll just do a... We'll just do it like that. Now, where are we? We're on the outside, so we need to start that a little earlier, actually. Something like that. That last one's too much. That's pretty close. We can let Noodle finish up there. So let's go out to here. And then here. All right, now let's tie it all together. That one's backwards. Ah, that's fun. I can't believe that actually built that. Okay. So if you look from the sky at the catwalks, you can see like the way the loop is going to be played out, right? And then you just build it. And this one comes right underneath, and again, no clipping. Just kind of a little, neat little like loop overlap. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm almost out of copper sheets here. Might have to go home and grab some more to build more pipe. Okay, there's the whole, there's the completed loop. You know what? That's so cool. How this is working out. I didn't quite know when I started how it would work, but it's coming together pretty cool. Once I somehow glitched the artifact and I was building a factory beside, and when it glitched, I can't collect it, and when it was building the factory, it didn't shut up. It's still not gone. Yikes. Okay, you know what you can do for that is you can load your map up to load your save game up to Satisfactory calculator, and you might be able to find the thing and delete it from inside the calculator app. Hold on, I grabbed something extra there. Let's not delete you, please. No, I don't want to delete you. All right, I got to start this again. All right, so let's do it this way. This way we'll only get catwalks. So if you hold down the control and the mouse thumb button at the same time, you'll only select the type of item you are hovering over when you click them. So like I'm going to hover over this, press control and the thumb mouse, and now no matter where I go, it's only going to highlight catwalks. That's the only thing it'll highlight for deletion. Then you bring it back over one to release, and then finish your deletion. So I'll do the same thing for the supports here. Grab only them. Just continuing to hold those two buttons down. Fly around and grab everything that's a support. Nothing else. And then last but not least, I come back over a support to release the two buttons and finish my deletings. And there we go. We've got another clean loop here. So now we're going to connect it up to these two. That one's already connected to that loop. This one's already connected to this loop. So we just have the two connections to do. We want you like that. And we want one over here as well. Right around there. Oh, this looks like there's one more support that I missed. Actually, there's another. Are there any more supports that I missed? Yep, there's one. Looks like that's it. Okay. Let's get you all hooked up. Switch to horizontal vertical. Where is it? It's after noodle. Okay. There's that one done. Connect you up. Looks good. All right, and then let's paint. Sorry if you don't understand. No, I do understand. Yeah, things get buried under the map, and you can't get to them anymore, and it's a mess, right? Yeah, try uploading your save game to the Satisfactory calculator, and then play around with seeing if you can figure out how to locate the object. I think there's filters that lets you find them all. Maybe you can find it in your map and delete it. Ooh, that little chunk of pipe might be dangerous. I wonder if I should... Yeah, I should probably... Let's see if I can draw just this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That way I don't have to redraw the curve. Okay. All right, there's another loop done. So the whole east side of the island over here, or I guess north side of the island, that's done. Except for power lines. So that's the finished product. We're gonna have all of the. Actually, that's not 100% true. We do need to have the waterfall pipes. So we'll have like one pipe go from there to there. Probably one connection from there to there, and then like one from there to there. And then that's it. So we gotta connect up these three, and then those 7, 8, something like that over there. But this is basically what the island's going to look like when it's finished. This gives us a good idea of how things are going to look. We're just going to have these kind of like, hopefully, aesthetically pleasing pipe kind of halos around the generators, bringing them turbo fuel, and then they'll be puffing up, you know, the steam like those guys. But because they're all kind of organically situated instead of on the grid, I think it'll end up looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how this is going so far. I do kind of, if there was one wish I had, it would be that the junctions you could make like a T junction instead of the cross junction, so that you could not have the like this like piece sticking up out of the top of the pipe. Like the top of the pipe would be smooth. That'd be the one thing I'd wish for, I guess. Maybe they can add that as a. Maybe they can add that as the architecture thing in the Fix-It store. What is it called? The Awesome Shop. That'd be a cool ad, I think. So like you could have a T junction instead of a cross junction. Now placing it, they'd have to figure out how to let you do that the way you want, but probably like 3 clicks to place instead of 2. But that's the only thing I would really change here. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I'm getting near the end of my my Steam for this morning, got you, in terms of how much longer I'll stream. I think, you know what? I think I'm actually going to call it here. Made a good chunk of progress. We got the technique down. We got the whole north side of the island done. And so tomorrow I'll try to stream at my normal time. And we've got what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more to do. So we'll close that loop first. And then these ones are pretty straightforward. I think 2 more loops should get just about everything finished. And we can start working on power lines and the waterfall. And then I got to pipe the turbo fuel over here, probably underwater. I'll probably build like an underwater pipe to bring it over and around. We'll put a like a water tower there with an industrial fluid container full, and then we'll start the waterfall down. And I think, I'm not exactly sure. I think we'll have to we'll have to disable them all and do them in stages to transfer power generation from here to there. So there's like 22 of 30. I've also got to remember to do the underclocking for one of these. So we've got like a wiggle room of 7 that we can turn on. So we can turn on 7 over here, and then we'll be using all the turbo fuel. And then we can come over here and turn 7 off and kind of transfer power generation over to the island. That probably won't be tomorrow. I'll probably finish the pipes tomorrow and then get started on power generation and getting the turbo fuel over here the next day. I guess that would be Monday. But I think it'll just be a couple more days before this build is finished, and we can just delete this whole ugly grid. Now the next question is what to work on after that. But I'm really liking the way this is looking right now. I think it's much more organic and kind of like integrated into the landscape, and we've preserved a lot of the greenery where we could. You know, we've preserved the beach line here. I do kind of wish you could like set up other types of decorations, like a little like patio table and some lounge chairs here, or maybe blankets and a picnic or something. Just something to show like there's, you know, we've saved a little bit of the beach. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So I appreciate everybody who stopped by in the stream. It says we've got 6 concurrent viewers, so I don't know who all is in here. Let's see, participants. Yeah, it's just Guy and Jossaway, but there's a couple other people watching. I guess they're not chatting. Anyway, If you liked what you saw today, I should be back around 8 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. I usually only oversleep on Saturdays. And I'll be continuing working on these pipes, these pipe loops, and then we'll do power generation and we'll turn this all on over the next couple of mornings. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Music Kitty said hi, so hi, and bye. Thanks guys. See you next time.